Hello everybody, it's Christine. It's time for a scrapbook process video, and it is the off the board with pineapple papers. And so let me show you my pen here. It's actually from the Hip Kit Club, I guess, Pinterest board, and it's from Anki. And basically she actually fussy cut all these elements into a wreath with a little circular photo in the middle. I'm not going to fussy cut those because what I have with this kit, and I need to get this kit made used up, you guys. That's kind of why I haven't used it, because honestly, I don't take a lot of fall pictures, and it's a very fall, vibey kit, and I just don't have a lot of fall pictures, so I struggle with it. But there's this circular little cut file in here, and I thought, you know what, I could use this. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is almost as bad as fussy cutting. Because I'm going to have to cut all these little pieces out, and that is not my patience, y'all. So I am going to have to go away. I think I'm kind of liking this background, so I may not even change it. I know she has a white background, but I kind of like this background here, but we'll see. I have, of course, some scraps. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, just see about this, y'all. I don't have it. Okay, so I do have these. I have to kind of look and see what pieces I got to cut out. There's like little, I need to not hoard. I need not be silly. There's little pieces here. Obviously, little pieces here. Oh, that's pretty too. Oh, you guys, I'm going to struggle. I can already tell you. How am I going to do this? I don't want to cut into any of it. That's my problem. But yeah, so I got to make some pumpkins. There's some leaves. There's some acorns, some flowers. So I kind of got to pick what I'm going to do here. I don't know, you guys, but that's my idea. So let me do a little thoughtfulness here, figure out what I'm going to do with these pieces and which ones I have to cut into. My pretty papers, my pretty papers. These might be good for the acorns, so I might just have to start with the acorns and then go from there, because it's going to hurt to cut those papers, but I have to. Anyways, let me start. I'm going to have to do that, so that's going to take a little bit, so I'll be back on once I've got these cut and filled in. All right. Okay, you guys, quick check-in, and when I say quick, I mean the whole little SpongeBob meme that says 10,000 years later or whatever. This actually took me about 2.5 hours, you guys. I'm not a expert file or paper piecer, something. However, that being said, I'm proud of myself, because I was able to pretty much use papers from the kit, except I did pull in this little orange piece here was from some Hip Kit scraps, and as well as this and this. I did have to pull this out of my scrap bin. I did not have quite enough of this green to go around on my leaves, so I have just a couple little pieces, but it's the same kind of family of greens, so I'm not going to worry about it. I did trim down this little background 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch on each side so it would fit, and I'm going to put it on my gutted wood grain, which is what I had used for my little acorns. So that's that, and then I need to cut this into a circle. So that'll be in the middle here. Then she had, I may still come along, because she had all kinds of little pieces, and I may come along and use some of these vellum leaves and kind of tuck them in. I haven't figured that part out yet 100%. And this fall vibes looks really cute. I may end up using that down there. So I've got to get into that. I don't know that I'll use these. I could, but I think I might like this fall vibes. I don't know. There's also these gold leaves here, but I don't like that on this. I don't think this is going to work here, so we're probably not going to use that. There's also little wordy bits. She has those kind of stuck about as well. So that is my next step, you guys. Let me cut this into a circle, and I'll adhere this, and we'll start organizing. All right, I'll be back on. Okay, so my photo, I had to take 2 passes at it. So I have these nested dies. I think they're Echo Park. They're little stitch circled nested dies, and I grabbed the 4-inch because I thought, okay, it's a 4-inch picture, 4-inch, whatever. However, it didn't work because the 2 sides, whatever it is, it's 4 inches, but it's not, it's a little bigger than 4 inches technically. So I ended up with like 2 flat sides. So I went reprinted my photo, made sure it fit to the paper. So it shrunk it just a tad, because I wanted all my fireplace mantle stuff, y'all. And so that worked perfectly though. I had to go down 1 size on my stitch nested die. I don't know which, I think it was, oh gosh, it wasn't the full 4, so it must, whatever the size down next, maybe 3 3/4 or something like that. So I did that one, and then she also had mounted it on like a white cardstock. So I took my largest, which might have been 4.5 inches, and made a white circle, and I'm going to mount my photo on that. So that turned out fine. It just took me 2 passes at it. And I'm mounting my little background paper here onto my wood grain. Of course, I've got it off. It's not 100%, but you know what? I'm going to take my finger and kind of rough up the edges in a second. So it's not really that noticeable. But I think my little wreath looks really good. This little, like, background they've given us here with this little orange circle on it looks wonderful. I'm really pleased. And then I'm going to take my photo and stick it in the middle, and that looks really good. I actually had put it off a little bit, and I tried to fix it, and I peeled it up and tore it, and then had to put it back down and basically covered it. But you can't tell. It's okay. Okay, so that's what that's looking like. I think here's where I got to glue all this down. Now, the tricky part here is because she had fussy cut all her elements and created her wreath, she had kind of different dimensions and, different levels and stuff like that. But this is a cut file, so I really can't do that with this. So I'll end up coming in on top of it with a few little pieces of ephemera and things to add some dimensions, but you'll see that in just a minute. So I've got these two pieces down. Now, the first thing I pull out is the ephemera. And I do decide I'm going to use this Fall Vibes as my title, you guys. It was just too perfect. I just really like it, so it's going to go down there in that lower left corner in just a second. I will put it up on foam, is what will happen. But I'm sorting through my ephemera over here. I've got quite a bit yet still, y'all. Still a ton over there. I'm going to end up, I'll go through this, and then I'm going to put it away, and then we'll pull it back out again and pull a few more pieces out. I'm not certain. I pull out these little leaves in a second because she had stuff in the upper left corner and stuff in the lower right corner. So I got my little fall vibes. I really enjoy that. And we'll put these little leaves up here. Now, she had like enamel dots or something. Y'all, I'm going to pull out my sequins again. I'm killing these sequins, man. I'm loving these sequins. I'm going to be a sequins fan for a while, I think. It's one of those things where you get something new and you decide you just love it and you're obsessed and all that. What I do need to do is get into a different color, though. I keep using my Peach Fizz. I guess because of the colors I've been using, that's what it goes with. But I've got some other colors, you guys. I got to make sure I use. There's some purples and a lot of purples. That's funny. Anyways, but I will use that. So I do pull out this vellum, though. And I'm going to just start tucking little vellum leaves all around the inside of the wreath. I just like this. I think this looks neat. I think it adds some texture. A little bit. It's kind of filling in the wreath without being like, they're kind of see-through, right? Because they're vellum. So I'm just going to kind of tuck these around, just build like little leaf pieces all around the inside here, just kind of looking for different shapes and different colors. I didn't really give myself any journaling room to explain what this is. I'll tell you about the picture. I don't think I've told you about the picture. Again, I'm on cold medicine, you guys, so apologies if I tell you something twice. But this is the fireplace in my front living room. So I don't know. Everybody all over the planet, I think I got some folks down under and stuff like that watch. So, but in the South, we have houses, and there's typically two living rooms, what we call formal room, and then there's your family room. Your formal room back in the day was when you would receive people, and that's where you'd have them. So all of our houses, I shouldn't say all of them, but a great deal of them, even if they're smaller homes, will tend to have two living spaces. So this is in my front, what we call our front room. So this room is hardly ever used, if I'm 100% honest. It's used basically for holidays and entertaining. And this is the decor that I stick on my fireplace. I have some little pumpkins down on the hearth, and then I have a couple little old picture frame deals on little leaves or something in there. And then I take these leaves, this little leaf garland, and I kind of wind it around the top. And I do my house. There's only a couple of seasons I actually decorate for. I do decorate for fall, and I decorate for Christmas. I don't really decorate fully for any other season. I contemplate Halloween because I see some really cute stuff, but it's just too close to fall. It's kind of smack dab in the middle of fall. So I don't really mess with that. And I do think about springtime because I do love Easter. I may have to invest in some Easter stuff, y'all. My biggest issue is storage. I only have I have the attic, but that's a pain for my husband to have to get up and down the stairs to get, stuff out of the attic. And I have one closet. So it's not really like I have tons of storage for decor. So I'd have to figure out where to put all that stuff. But I do love Easter. That's the other season. If I were to decorate my home, it'd be probably spring and, spring/Easter. But I do love decorating for fall. I think it's really pretty. And honestly, it kind of starts the season for me. For me, the holiday, this Thanksgiving and Christmas, I just love the whole, I don't know. I just love it. It just makes me happy to decorate and just enjoy that season. So, that's what this picture is. It's my fireplace. So this is me putting the title down here, this Fall Vibes. I did put it up on foam. I haven't put them out there yet, though. I will in a second. This is what I'm talking about. I'll glue all this stuff down, and then I'll pull the ephemera. Well, I'll put the ephemera and stuff up, You can see that. And I've got my sequins, and I've got my little leaves and stuff. Well, then I decided to pull the stickers out, and then I'll pull the ephemera back out because I decided I wasn't quite done. So this little sticker here says crackling fires, crunchy leaves, warm blankets, crisp mornings, chilly nights, hot chocolate, cozy sweaters. I just love that. I think that's the whole gist. Here's like some sweaters and socks or blankets or something like that. And I'm kind of trying to find a place for it. It goes at the top up there. I don't know what what else have I got going on, y'all? I know in the ephemera there's like a little hot chocolate, so I'm going to get down in my ephemera because I want to pull that guy out. And then there's a pumpkin in there. It's a little brown pumpkin. I'm going to pull that out. And that might be all the ephemera I actually pull out since I've got everything else done. I kind of dig around in it, though, y'all, because I have it in my head. I go, oh, there might be something else. There might be something else. But I don't think I find anything else. I think there's my little hot chocolate. I like hot chocolate, y'all. Ones with little marshmallows. That's so good. I will pull out in a second, though, off the cardboard sticker. The stickers are kind of like card stock stickers. And there's little phrases. And I'll pull out 4 little phrases. And I'll put those up on foam, too. Now, I'm going to be honest. I think my foam tape is a little too thick. So it makes it a little bit more dimensional than I would have actually enjoyed. But I don't think I have any other strips. And I didn't really want to mess with anything else. So they're a little bit higher up off the page than I would have probably, if I had to choose it all over again, I might have chose a little bit thinner foam tape, but it'll be fine. It's cute. But I find a few little phrases. One says, fall's my favorite color. These sights and smells make me so happy. Bring on the autumn vibes. And there's nothing better than hot cocoa by the fire with you. And I think those are so cute. And then after I do that, so I'm just going to find their homes. I'm just kind of finding where they're going to go. I switched the one up there at the top just a little bit. It's the one that says bring on the autumn vibes. He gets shifted over by the pumpkin. Sometimes I put stuff down, and then when I pick them up and put the foam on them, I forget where I had it. And then have to just find a new home again because I forgot where I stuck it. I know the general area, but even this one here. So I start to put these kind of almost in this. They're not the same level, but then I put the foam under the brown one, and I set it too low. And then I realized it too late, and then it was yanking up the paper, so I couldn't move it. So I ended up having to move the long pink one. So when you see this at the end, you're going to realize I've moved some stuff around, but it wasn't by intention. It was kind of by necessity. So I'm going to put my foam tapes there, and then this is now where I'm going to finish up my hot cocoa, and I'm going to decide to pull out my sprinkles, my sequins here. And I'm going to do like I did fairly recently. I'm just going to put some in my hand, and I'm just going to kind of sprinkle them around the page, kind of concentrating them where the embellishment clusters are. But I'm not going to tell you it's like a visual triangle. There's like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. There's like 5 little spots I kind of sprinkle them. And I'll kind of move these around, and then I'm not going to make you sit through me gluing every one of these because I basically let them go. I kind of shift them around here and there if I think they're on top of each other or something like that. And then I will come along with my little sequin picker and use a little bit of Dot and Nuvo glue underneath each one of them and glue them all down. And it sounds like it would take a really long time. It actually doesn't take as long as it sounds. But there I go. I got my sprinkles down there. Look at that. I'm using more and more of my sprinkles. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with myself. And so after I get these glued down, that is all I'm going to do. I think this turned out really cute. I think it's a pretty good homage to the original on the Pinterest board. And I really like it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget there's a playlist, or it may be a hop list on this one down below. And you'll see everybody that's kind of playing along. And those are always so fun. I love the ones that choose like mood boards. Or I saw one not too long ago. She chose like a sweater and she made her layout. And I was like, that's so cool. How smart is that? But don't forget to check those out. Don't forget to do like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.